Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on all these fights because I want to get my thoughts out there on each and every one of the significant performances over the weekend. But let's start with Tony Harrison, man. I'm a big Tony Harrison fan. I love Tony Harrison. I love just everything about him, from the way he trash talks, the way he boxes, to even like the outfit he wears. He really represents the city. You know, he had the whole old school Detroit Pistons Grant Hill from the Grant Hill days on his wardrobe. So I like that. You know, he got a lot of swag and an equal amount of skills. But you know, recently, over the last couple of years, you know, Tony Harrison got knocked out against Jermell Charlo in the rematch. That was heartbreaking. He got a draw, or was it a draw or a win? I can't remember if it was a draw or a win right now. My mind is escaping me. But he had a very bad performance against Brian Perella, who was made to order for him. And, you know, so people haven't really been checking too much for Tony Harrison over the last couple of years. He hasn't been as active because of what happened with his dad and trying to get his team situated. So, you know, he had a fight. In this fight with Sergio Garcia, he had a fight where, going into it, I genuinely believe that it had a chance to be a tough fight for Tony Harrison, because Sergio Garcia is a good fighter. How good of a fighter, you know, I don't really know, but you know, he did give a good account of himself against Sebastian Fundora. So I knew that he was, you know, not a bum, and I'd seen him box many times in the UK on matchroom shows, most notably against Ted Cheeseman, where he threw like upwards, I think it was like 900 jabs nearly. So Sergio Garcia is no slouch. He's a good fighter in this division, a good opponent. And I'll tell you this, man. When Tony Harrison is all the way in his bag, when he's firing on all cylinders, when he's got his game plan down to the T, and he's boxing, slipping, moving, hitting people with right hands, left hooks, countering, just showing you the whole skill set. It's one of the funnest things to watch in boxing. Tony Harrison at his best. And this is a fight where I can genuinely say this was one of the best performances of Tony Harrison's career. So Sergio Garcia, one of his main strengths is his jab. He's made a career off of his jab. He's not really a big puncher. So he's made a career off being crafty, being durable, having good stamina, wearing guys down and wearing them out, and outboxing them. And in this fight, Sergio Garcia got found out in a bad way, because the biggest difference in this fight and what separated these two was the jab. Sergio Garcia was throwing his jab, but you know, he kind of has this thing where, like, when he throws his jab, his elbow kind of goes out to the side, and sometimes he can paw with his jab, which is horrible when you're fighting a guy like Tony Harrison, because if your jab's not sharp and coming out the way it needs to come out against a guy like him, he will make you pay. And that's what happened. Every time Garcia missed with a jab or was too slow, Harrison was either slipping the punch, parrying the punch, shielding from the punch, stepping to his left away from the punch, or his right, or countering over the top. I mean, I can't remember the round, but he had this one counter that I remember so well. Garcia was kind of like coming forward, and as Garcia was coming forward, Harrison took this little step back, and he popped a counter up jab going backwards, which is very rare in boxing. You don't really see a lot of guys who can do that, let alone do it as fluid as Tony Harrison did it. So he had a great performance. He had a great performance, and it was a good win, I believe, to get him going again and make him a real fixture in the 154-pound division. And, like, look, there's no shortage of fights out there for Tony Harrison. He did, truthfully, look, Fundora beat Sergio Garcia, but it wasn't nearly as dominant as what Tony Harrison did against Sergio Garcia. So, naturally, that could be a fight that could be made between him and Sebastian Fundora. I think that would be the ultimate style clash. You know, the pressure fighting of a Fundora, of a guy that is 6'7", who likes to get on top of you. That would be just amazing. Like, that fight would be great. And then seeing how Harrison approaches the fight and whatnot. That'd be great. I think it would probably be a bad fight for Tony Harrison, to be honest with you, because Tony Harrison has had stamina problems in the past, and that's a guy he had problems with Jarrett Hurd. He was beating Jarrett Hurd's ass for like 6 to 7 rounds, but once Jarrett Hurd started getting on top of him, Tony Harrison couldn't really do much in the later part of the fight. So seeing how Tony would deal with that would be great. If he can't get that fight, then the fight that he should take, because it was offered to him and he turned it down before Tim Tszyu fought Takashi Inoue, is Tim Tszyu. These guys have already had negotiations and talks before. Tim Tszyu is a very big rising star in this weight class, a guy that is flawed. Yes, we're not gonna dick ride Tim Tszyu. He does have some flaws. He is a guy that can be beat. He's a guy that fights in a high guard, sometimes too loose of a high guard. And a guy like Tony Harrison with this sharp shooting and with his precision, I think would be a very, very difficult challenge for Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu going to be on top of you. He's going to throw big, hard, devastating shots. But the thing is, can Tim Tszyu find a guy, Tony Harrison, in the ring? Because sometimes he's a bit of a plotter. And he fades in the back half of fights too, so that could be a good fight. There's great fights out there with Tony Harrison, but if you didn't watch this fight on the undercard, you really missed out on a masterclass display of the sweet science of boxing. Tony Harrison was great, and just being someone who I followed his career for a long time, I'm a fan of his style. Personally, look, I'll be honest with you. Personally, I hope he keep winning so we can eventually get the third fight between him and Jermell Charlo. That's what I really want, but right now that's not realistic, so we gotta focus on what's in front of us. But if a scenario ever presented itself where we could get Tony Harrison involved in a third Jermell Charlo fight, I would love that, because I enjoyed the rivalry, I enjoyed the trash talk. It was one of boxing's best rivalries in years, so I would like there to be a definitive conclusion, because it is 1-1. That's just me though. But yeah, all in all, Sergio Garcia, second straight loss of his career after, about 33 straight wins. I think right now he's found his. We can say what Sergio Garcia's level is. He's an elite fighter at the European level, and he's at best fringe contender on the world level. He's a bit too basic of a fighter to have the attributes he has, and then fight the style he fights. Against the guys like Fundora, Tony Harrison, these kind of fighters, he needs to somehow evolve or make an adjustment or some tweaks to his style if he wants to give himself a chance to win. But it's no shame on him. He's out here. He's fighting good competition. He didn't pack it in when things got hard. He still tried to win. So for that, we give Sergio Garcia his respect. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think about Tony Harrison? What do you want to see next from him? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.